Please move.
I can't find his jersey. It's not in the locker and it's not over.
First senior is Henry Moore. Henry is accompanied by his dad, Kevin, his mom, Liz, and his sisters, Helen and Ross.
Officer. Too nice.
I got something wrong.
Our next senior is Matt Moses. He's accompanied by his mom, Kristen, his dad, EJ, and his sister, Avery. Matt's favorite FM hockey memory was RFA and our home rink last year. His favorite career hockey memory
really impatient.
Maybe because
You score 3 points.
I want to be rude.
Okay, you may go now. Thank you.
How many seniors?
5.
5?
We had 13.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the MACC on senior night as the Hornets host Mohawk Valley for the last regular season game for both of these teams of the 25-26 season. The Hornets are coming off a strong 3-2 win at Watertown, capitalized by a Tyler May bottle-popping overtime winning goal. This win put the team up early with 2 other goals. As for the Valley, they are on a 7-game losing streak, and their only divisional win came early in the season against Ontario Bay. And as for the Hornets, they have won the last 7 against the Jugglers. Gavin?
Hey, Mike. So, going into tonight's game, if FM wins, they're going to have a tiebreaker against Cazenovia. And currently, the tiebreaker, since they tied that game, would be goal differential. I believe Kaz is sitting around +8 and FM around +2. So they're going to have to capitalize tonight and get some big points.
It'll be very interesting to see what the Hornets do here against the Jugglers. Not a very strong Section 3 division team. We'll be back after the starting lineup and the national anthem here at Mid-State.
The Fayetteville-Manlius Athletic Department and its athletic director, Dr. Cicero, would like to welcome you to the MACC for tonight's senior between Mohawk Valley
Welcome back to the FM Varsity Ice Hockey Network. Tonight I am so honored to be able to be with FM alumni Gavin Patnode as the Hornets play the Jugglers on senior night. Starting for the Hornets, Cashin Zulo, Henry Doherty, Jack Schock, Tyler Main, and Sean LaMarche. Oliver Smith, number 25, the sophomore, getting the start today. And as for the Jugglers, Quinn Seward in net, the freshman goalkeeper. The Hornets will be in white on the right. The Jugglers in the dark blue and yellow sweaters on the left. The Hornets 8-2 after the last night's win against Watertown. As for the Jugglers, 3-15, 1-9 in their division. Their only win came against Ontario Bay, 3-1. Last year it was a bit close, as Gavin would remember. It was 4-3 out at the Nexus Center in Utica, but the Hornets got the win to get their 7th straight against the Valley. The last regular season game, the Hornets looking to get a better position in the playoffs. It'll be Cash Zulo at center ice, along with number 18, Andrew Thompson. And we're off in Syracuse, New York. Puck drop one forward by Zulo, however, to go right towards Bennett, a returner. Tower Main, the captain, picking that up in the corner. Comes behind the net, Seward. Dumped in for Smith, will travel along the boards. Main loses the puck, it comes back out into the neutral zone, and the Hornets will reset. Dawson Wilbur will dump it back in. Paul Mondi trying to get it back into the neutral zone. Pass on net, Seward rejects it. Kennedy comes the other way for the Jugglers. It gets past the stick of number 3, Paul Mondi, and Tower Main will recover the puck behind his own end. Here's Wilbur. Black now on the ice, the sophomore for the Hornets. He's been big recently for the Hornets on a couple of scoring and assist plays in recent section games. Drew Main loses the puck. He comes right towards Colton Walkup, will put a shot on that, and Seward will make the deflection. First shot on that for the Hornets. Hopefully many more to come. However, the Hornets not known for blowing out teams this year that are lower in the section, as they did lose an overtime game to Ontario Bay, which this Jugglers team did beat. Shove in front of the net. Falling was Cooper Barrett. Shot on that, LaMarche. Save. Here's Thompson. Weaving across, puts a shot on that, rejected by LaMarche, and out towards Asa Black. Black loses the puck, it goes to the other, number 10, Skutnik. Drew Main, he's fast on the skates, racing for that puck. He'll leave it behind for Asa Black. Black's shot goes wide. All the way out into the neutral zone. Heiser dumps it near Skutnik. Asa Black shoves it across, and that'll be our first icing of the night. We'll be back in the Hornets' end to the left of LaMarche. And again, as Gavin said, just force pass there. But always good to try to get it into the end of your opponent. Force some mistakes from this Jugglers team that has been prone this season. Again, the Valley trying to break a 7-game win streak and spoil the Hornets senior night. Pass across over towards Vasello in the middle. It'll go past into the corner for Tyler Main. Main's pass chipped up. He'll recover it on his own in the neutral zone and shove it towards net. Shea Williams, the senior, in the corner on defense. Doherty along the width of the ice. He comes out towards the middle, has Smith with him, takes a shot, it goes high off the glass and rebounds towards the blue line. Here's Ellis Thompson. He'll push it forward towards Williams. Smith getting a lot of ice time so far. That pass goes right past Tyler Main. Gardner. It was centered towards St. James. St. James takes a shot, it will go off the post, and LaMarche will leave it for Thompson. Thompson's pass taken by Huball. Main just above the crease. Travels into the neutral zone, and a shot towards Quinn Seward, the freshman goalkeeper, is saved. Quinn Seward this season is 105 for 126. That's 21 goals let in. Here's Dawson Wilbur. Up near the right side, centering pass to Drew Main. And it's saved. John Urcioli. Here's Drew Main in the corner. Dumped back out by the Jugglers, and all the way across is Dawson Wilbur. Barger along the boards. Now walk up over towards Main. Main lost the puck, and the Bush will shove it back in the Hornets' end behind the red line of LaMarche. Off the board towards Asa Black. Walk up, recovers in the neutral zone. Skates past a couple defenders and will pull it back out and send it behind the net towards Asa Black. Andrew Thompson trying to come out. Pass taken, Asa Black's shot. Thompson rejects it and will come off the post towards the back. Here's Paul Mondi. Barrett whacks it back in the Jugglers' end, but Asa Black can't touch it. I haven't had a stoppage in some time here, Pat Nook. Here's Doherty. He'll go all the way through center ice on a straight line. Now finally makes a turn past Zulo. Doherty on net, saved. Zulo's slap shot was covered up right as the left is stick. And along with that, he was just free right in the middle. He was able to easily get into the Jugglers' end from his own end, just right through the neutral zone and center ice. Here's Whaley. Jacob Bennett, the starter for the Jugglers. And we have a whistle here as Drew Main is passing the puck on his knees. That's a senior Jacob Bennett, and it'll be the first Hornets power play just over 6 minutes into our game. 5-on-4 hockey. Let's see how the Hornets power play offense can do. It's not been strong this season. More opportunities you can create, the more goals will be scored. They scored a power play goal last night with Drew Main. Still scoreless, 10:30 into this one. However, opportunity for Fayetteville-Manlius. Main into the middle, past Asa Black. Tyler Main takes a shot, goes just high of Seward. Puck bounces off the ice. Just past Asa Black, and it'll be Dawson Wilbur over towards Tyler Main with 1:10 on the penalty. Shot deflected by Seward, saved nicely into the corner, and it'll go all the way into the Hornets' end where LaMarche will come out of the net and give it towards Wilbur. So the Hornets will reset with a minute left on Bennett's penalty. Here's Drew Main, 2 of the 3 goals last night. Back-to-back games for the Hornets. Tyler takes a shot. It's wrapped up by Seward. An interesting choice from the Jugglers with Seward in net, but he hasn't been terrible this season. Evan Buckingham, the junior, the other goalkeeper. That's who the Hornets faced the last time. They got 4 goals past them last year. Tyler Main had a goal in that game along with Jack Lalick, I believe. Main will take a shot and Seward saves. Gavin, here's a stat for you. The Hornets are 12-3-2 the last 3 years that you played when you got a point or more. That's creating opportunities right there. You had 1 game in 21-22 where you had 2 assists and the Hornets won 4-2. So you assisted 2 out of the 4 goals for the Hornets. I believe that's your freshman year. Yeah. It's only been a year, but it's felt like forever when you're not on the ice. Walk up over towards Zulo. We're back to even strength. 5-on-5. Hornets scoreless. It's our only penalty so far tonight. The puck has been moving, not too many stoppages. Puck is trapped near the Jugglers' blue line. Oliver Smith is able to get it over towards Walkup. Definitely interesting. We'll see what we see from the refs tonight. But both teams just have to play physical and fight through this game. The Hornets not faring bad so far, but they definitely wanted to get a point as soon as they can, get a score on the scoreboard and get momentum going. Aiden Adgeworth onto the ice for the Hornets, along with Beckett Gillen. Here come the Jugglers, an opportunity. That was Gardner getting rejected from LaMarche as the Hornets' second string is on, maybe third string. Quick shot, LaMarche save off his left leg. That'll come back towards Gardner. Now is another shot, and the rebound no good. That was Nabush with a shot from the blue line. Nabush back with the puck again. He'll take another one. High of the glove of LaMarche. Here's Hugh Ball. Shock forcing it out. Gillen finally able to get into the neutral zone, and some of the Hornet starters come on with Main, Doherty, and Black. Now 2 come off as LaMarche gloves off the puck, coming to his left. And the Hornets will make a line change along with the Jugglers. A full 5-on-5 switch. Definitely a lack of depth on the defensive end for this third string. Asa Black missing the puck in the neutral zone as it'll come back towards Tyler Main. Drew Main now skating fast across into the Mohawk Valley end, loses the puck, turns around and fires it towards Asa Black. However, is intercepted by number 9, Jacob Bennett. Thompson along the boards. Played into the middle. LaMarche will shove it away into the corner where Tyler Main finds it. Asa Black into the neutral zone. Kennedy retrieves the puck and dumps it back into the Hornets end as the Jugglers will make another line change. And we're gonna have a penalty on the Jugglers for tripping as Dawson Wilbur falls to the ground, and going into the sin bin is number 18, Andrew Thompson. Thompson was in the Hornets offensive end pretty deep. However, he is a defensive player. He's got 6 goals and 5 assists on the year. And it'll be another 2 minutes on the clock as the Hornets power play, as you said, will look to fire up again and maybe get a goal on this time. Main with Wilbur in the back. Skip pass to Drew Main. Wilbur with a cleared opportunity on that. However, he fumbled the puck a bit and fires over towards Main. Main off the boards towards Doherty, back to Main. Doherty closing in towards the middle. Asa Black unable to get one on net. Doherty racing from the corner behind the goal of Seward. Weaving across, Asa Black is knocked away. And it comes back towards Dawson Wilbur. However, the Hornets able to keep it in the Jugglers' end. Pass goes past the flying Drew Main. Main closing in will take a shot. It's off the body of Nabush. Here's Dawson Wilbur with just over a minute left on Thompson's penalty. Wilbur's shot deflected. Good defense by Jaden Skutnik. Here's Henry Doherty in his own ends. Doherty looking to take a shot. He will. There's a goal from number 16, Henry Doherty, and we get the scoring started. 4:07 left in the first. The first goal on senior night fittingly comes from a senior, number 16, Henry Doherty. Again, at the start of the season, we talked about Doherty's goal in the quarterfinals against Cazenovia, where the Hornets won 3-2 in double overtime. Here comes the Jugglers looking for the equalizers. Vasello, LaMarche save, however, it goes in. And the Jugglers tie the game seconds after Doherty's goal. Hornets just got beat by Pacello. LaMarche with a good save initially, however, it just went right past his leg very slowly, and we're back all knotted up at 1 with 3:45 left. This is how the game went last year, where it was a lot of one team scores and the other team scores less than a minute after. Drew Main up the ice. It's taken away by Pacello. And you are right, that is Andrew Pacello's first goal. Another shot, LaMarche will glove it up and take it away from the danger. Hornets definitely got to focus more on their defense, as that puck was taken by Kennedy right towards LaMarche. And Gavin, 2 of the 5 seniors for the Hornets as that shot is gloved up. Our goalies, I should say. So they're losing a lot of talent in front of the net with LaMarche and Moses. As of now. Definitely something he'll have to lock in and work on. Maybe take some height enhancers and get in the gym a little bit. But nevertheless, Hornets hockey with people to back them up after their seniors graduate. This year, it's half of what they had last year with only 5 seniors. Last year was 10. As for the Jugglers, they're graduating 13 seniors, so they're almost like the Hornets from last year in terms of how many they have coming off the team. Yeah, injuries have been a factor for the Hornets. Not as much as last year with you coming out. We saw Grayson Mucha get hurt earlier this season, one of the seniors. That's good. Well, Marsh makes the save from Skutnik. 1:52 remaining in the first period of action of the 17-minute periods. 13-9 shots on goal ratio, however, just 1-1. We were tied last year going into the first intermission, and it looks like that will happen again unless one of these teams can score. Obviously, plenty of hockey left in this first period, as it can come so quickly. Urcioli over towards Wilbur. Nice pass from Walkup. Comes near Colton's way again. He'll race over near that center red line. Ben Lyship puts it in the Hornets' ends. Urcioli in the corner, Walkup. It's won over by Heiser. However, Urcioli, hard pass off the boards towards Wilbur. Jugglers still in the Hornets' end, under a minute to play. So it's time for the Mohawk Valley team to show what their power play is made of. Hornets defense usually strong on power plays when they're on the defensive side. And it's going to be 2 minutes for Wilbur with 45 left in the period. Immediately, it's cleared out into the Jugglers' end. Heiser going all the way across. Doherty over back into the neutral zone, and Mohawk Valley will have to reset. Mondi. Zulo. A spinning puck in the neutral zone. Right over towards the scorekeeper box. And in front of Wilbur, here comes Kennedy. LaMarche redirects the puck, and that'll be number 16, Henry Doherty, icing it out towards Clint Seward as we reach the end of the first period. However, there's still 1:14 on the penalty of Dawson Wilbur. Fayetteville-Manlius 1, Mohawk Valley 1. Gavin, what do you see from the first period? We'll see what the Hornets can change in the second period as we have a 15-minute intermission before they come out again, and Dawson Wilbur will be heading right into the penalty box as it will be a Jugglers power play when we return. That was good. Welcome back.
I heard it that time. I think I just got to talk louder. Oh.
Welcome back to the MACC on senior night. Our score tied at 1. And puck drop one back by the Jugglers this time. Again, it's going to be a minute left in penalty on Wilbur.
Number 1 point Seward. So far 1 for 9.
Both are 13 on 1 of them 13 has gone in. John Mark 8 for 9. And that was just a little flipper that went in past Mark. He made the same distance, but just kept sliding back very slowly. That's what happens with the Hornets. Last time they played the Jugglers, they had a lot of shots. The Hornets had a lot of shots that just barely got past Buckingham.
And you saw on that goal, that was just a bad defensive play in the O zone. Both deep pinched, and FM gets puck out of the zone here now.
Back towards ties 20. You like straight on.
Coming in for the Jugglers. Got Smith. They'll go behind the net on March. And there's number 9, Jacob Bennett. As we are back to full strength, 5-on-5. The Hornets defense getting strong. And the Jugglers unable to score on their first power play. Black. Wilbur. Main shot is barely deflected by Seward over towards the far corner.
And that's good recognition by the Fayetteville offense right there. Capitalize, get a good shot off on a 3-on-2.
Good shot up there, a couple of passes. Here's Wilbur back with the puck again. Shot goes high into the glass and over towards Tyler Main. Just misses the puck, and now breaking away is Jacob Bennett. He falls, and it'll be over towards Wilbur again. Trying to get into the control zone. It's over towards the blue line. Pass intercepted by Tyler Main, and he'll try to get it out into the neutral zone, still in his own end. Stall behind the goal and finally go over towards, knows that is Story. This is Walkup. Here's Colton Walkup from the pass to Mesa Black. Walkup moving in. It's challenged by Eric Kubal.
And now we're seeing a little problem here from both teams on moving the puck. Asa Black, good shot opportunity there. I think the ice is still a little wet. Teams didn't quite cut it up enough in warm-ups, and now they're paying the price.
Asa Black closing in. It's a save from Seward. Another shot opportunity for the Hornets, 16 now.
That's kind of what I was talking about earlier, Michael, with the Hornets forecheck. Asa pressured the player. He lost the puck, and he was able to get a quality scoring opportunity.
Cicero falls to the ground. He has the goal for the Jugglers. Jay Williams now in the back. Pass over towards Gardner. Gardner trying to move back shot. Centering the pass. Cicero finds it for the Hornets and over towards Henry already off the board. No travel behind and out on March. And wants to come out with the Hornets. Neutral weaving through traffic. Pass from Gardner, pass over towards Cicero. Deflected by the Jugglers defense. Thompson will take a shot, goes just left to the iron. Here's Mason St. James getting it out for the Jugglers over towards Payton. Oseo working in, looking for a second goal of the night. Is unable to. Sean Lamar stands tall in that. That puck goes all the way across.
And now we're seeing a pretty good defensive play from Max Chalk there, keeping his body between the player and the puck. That's what kept that shot from going in.
Defensive sequences for the Hornets, now looking to have a good offensive sequence. Here's Fu-Mei, Asa Black shot, redirect, almost for walk-up. Wilbur over towards Black, but still not over that red line. Many opportunities for the Hornets, and Colton walk-up just unable to get through.
Now that's another good shift with offensive zone pressure from the Hornets here. If they keep this up, they'll get a couple more goals before the period ends.
Puck travels out of bounds. Then we'll be back in the neutral zone outside the blue line of the Hornets, I believe. No goals so far in our first 4.5 minutes of the period. We'll be right at center ice, I believe. And it'll be good minute. Fu-Mei comes back to the Hornets, however. That was number 10, Skutnik, getting in front of the pass.
And I believe we have an offsides here on Mohawk Valley.
Here's the puck. Now remain. Hornets looking to get back into the neutral zone. Jugglers ends. Black off the boards. Pass completed over towards Fu-Mei. Maine makes a move. Centering pass. What a move from Maine, however. Unable to score with walk-up again.
Now that's a good 2-on-1.
Shot Lamar City.
It's a good 2-on-1 off the breakout there. Colton walk-up just a little in front of the pass.
Centering pass intercepted as walk-up hits the deck, and then over towards Asa Black, who goes over for Maine. Maine in the middle, looking for the score just off the post as he's trying to walk it in past Seward. Maine falls to his, as Tyler Maine falls to his knees. Now a big hit into the corner, trying to force the puck out. Centering pass over towards Williams tonight. Lamar Saver comes behind his back. Nice shot in the middle. Tyler Maine comes out for the Hornets, back into the neutral zone. 3-on-3, here's Asa Black trying to do it himself, and he scores! Number 10, Asa Black. We talked about him earlier, and he capitalizes for the Hornets.
As he falls down. Now that's another great play from the Hornets here. Tyler Maine throws the puck out into the neutral zone. Players pick it up. Asa skates through 3 players. Snipe.
Good speed from Asa Black, able to control his body and get it past Seward as the Hornets take a 2-1 lead. Asa Black, a sophomore, falling onto his knees accordingly. Right in front of the Hornets student section tonight. Showing out some senior night support.
Now that's Asa Black's 10th goal of the season. I believe he's a sophomore. Those are really good numbers. He keeps that up. His senior year, he'll be one of the top players in the section.
Black also doing it on the assist side of things tonight. And that is his 10th goal of the season. He's definitely stepped up to the role he needed to fit in. It's a big suit and saw 10 seniors leaving last year.
Yes, and Asa Black was a great player last year. He got a little bit bigger this offseason. I've noticed during these games he's shooting a lot harder, and I think that's contributed to his point total this season.
Definitely doing it on the stat sheet. Pretty good player here around in the locker room. He has the puck taken away. Defense from Jacob Bennett. He has 1 goal in this game. We've had none so far in the second. Just carrying over first Wilbur. Centered and a score from number 11. Hogley gets it past Lamarson. We're all knotted up at 2 once again.
And now what we're seeing there is number 25, Oliver Smith, loses the puck battle in front of the net, and LaPaglia is able to put it top shelf on Sean LaMarche with a close shot.
Just like last year, guys. And this is just another one of those games where any team could win it, even if one team played way better on the depth chart.
Yes, and we've also seen this year with the FM hockey team. CNS on Friday night, they had, they scored, CNS scored, they ended up losing 4-3. Last night against IHC, they scored, I believe, 2. IHC tied it, took the lead, they tied it up, scored an OT.
Asa Black over towards walk-up. Good point you make there, Gavin, with Hornets getting the game tied multiple times for the other team. However, they have had some comebacks of their own with Bevo where they went into overtime. It's 3-1 going into the third period. The Hornets, they scored 2, and the last 5 minutes of the third period to tie it up before overtime, but they ultimately tied it 2 times. The Hornets have tied this season. The other side, coming to Casanova, 2-2, a very hard-fought game.
And the Hornets tonight, if they win this game, will be tied with Casanova in the section standings. And since they tied in that game going into it, it will be a goal differential tiebreaker. So FM needs to score a couple more goals tonight and start keeping them out of their net.
That game we thought the Hornets would dominate early and try to get some seniors out there. Don't play as much, but the 5 seniors that are on this team, most of them do play consistently, obviously. Martian, goal, and Jordy, the alternate captain.
Yes, and you'll notice tonight, number 17, Jack Shaw, although he was in the starting lineup, suffered a wrist injury last night at IHC, so he's dressed for warm-ups, did his senior, I don't know what that's called, his senior ceremony with his parents and family, and then he got undressed.
Shaw comes strong on the second line, but like I said, that wrist injury at IHC costly as he didn't start, get the nod to go out. And the ice, but that wrist injury is not going to play a whole lot.
Yes, and I remember last season was Jack Shaw's first year on our team as a junior. He'd played hockey before, and he ended up winning Rookie of the Year for our team. Just a little tradition the coaches do. They vote on everything, and Jack came out as best player for a first year.
Makes sense.
I was always fond of him. And his brother, Chetty.
Just a bit too far. Way to collect the Jugglers and back into Thompson. Pass. Go towards the other side of the ice. And 10 minutes into our second period, there's a goal of Fu-Mei's team in this. And we're all tied up at 2.
Not quite sure what's going on here with 23 coming off the ice. It's a little late for a change, maybe an equipment malfunction.
Ref's going to get play going, and we'll have Fu-Mei and Leo Heiser in the circle. That was Thompson who whacked that one and deflected by Heiser. Here's Fu-Mei off the boards. Got good ice awareness. Walk up center and go over towards Asa Black. And Fu-Mei was unable to control the puck. Comes right back off the boards for Black, however, was redirected to the point. Fu-Mei. Maine is tripped up in the corner, trying to keep control of the puck, and now a big hit, and he's hurt. Fu-Mei took a big hit into the glass. This unfortunate timing and wrong place to be, obviously. That is very scary, and very glad that one of the best players is back
See the refs discussing here at center ice. I believe that will most likely be a 2 and 10 or a 5 and 10 for boarding. And that hit there, that made my neck hurt a little bit thinking about.
Right in front of us. 2 and 10 may be issued as it said. Go over to the penalty box and we'll see what they call. See what pops up on the scoreboard here at the MACC.
I believe I saw the ref signaling for a 5.
Major penalty being assessed possibly. 5 minutes on number 12, Wyatt the Butch. The Hornets just got to score on this. It's a 5-minute major. It's 5 on 4. This is not a great team. That'll be an offside as it travels behind that blue line. And 4:56 will be on that clock. The Hornets expected to score here, but they have to be careful. Obviously, you don't want the Jugglers to get a breakaway and get a man-down goal, which is obviously very unlikely to never possible. The Hornets have done their own a couple games ago. There's Asa Black in center ice. Skating through the middle, trying to get one of his own again, and he's tripped up in the net. No call.
And I'm surprised the refs aren't calling a hook there. That stick looked like it was under the arms.
Yeah, definitely could have been possible. You're right. Tower Main will creep the puck in his own end. Will reset. And Doherty on the blue line. Asa Black in center ice.
Now the key here for the Hornets is they're up a man for another 4.5 minutes, and that player will not come out of the box no matter how many goals they score. So relentless pressure and always outmanning them on the puck. They can take a couple goal lead here if they're smart.
That'll be a chance for a couple goals. Here comes number 20, what I talked about with Kennedy breakaway. Marsh will make the save. Tower Main recovers. For the Hornets, a little bit of a trip up near the net of Marsh. The players back in their skates. Here's Fu-Mei. Main looking at will go around the net. 40 left. Here's Asa Black. Black to Main. Doherty takes a shot. He scores. He's got his second of the night, and the Hornets take a 3-2 lead.
Now that's good puck awareness from Henry Doherty there. Sees the puck squirt out from a puck battle, throws it right on net, and he gets another 5-hole goal for his second goal of the night.
As you said, a phenomenal job by Doherty to just quickly find that puck and rush it towards the net, past Seward, and it's 3-2 Hornets. And as you said, number 12 will remain in the box. That's the Bush with 3:33 left. The Hornets set to face to get 2 more. Center ice. Down main over towards Salzburg. Looking to close the door a little bit more in the second period. Has a bit of a comfortable lead going into third. Obviously that was a weird pass off the boards as the gate caused that puck to go right towards the middle past Seward. Here's Oliver Smith onto the ice for the Hornets. Catches Zuo. The clock's not started. Now it finally does. Took interference that every right to be mad at that. That's valuable time that was coming off the clock.
And now the scorekeeper should adjust for that at the next whistle.
Look at that. Clock talking over nearly. Got a stick on puck in front of the net. Asa Black. Just to the left of the post. Just past the right shoulder of Seward and Doherty. Pass over towards Tower Main, and the Hornets leaves out once again. Broker along for it. Take a weird bounce. It does. Nice step by number 17, Leo Heiser. With 2:45 left, over, it will be a change. Next whistle, as we said, Gavin. Tower Main. Finally dumps it towards the middle, towards Drew. Working the puck in the corner, comes back towards Tyler. Tyler towards Wilbur. Wilbur to Drew. Oliver Smith. Towards Tyler Main. spacing out their players. Doherty's still in the middle like last time. That's how the Hornets got their goal. Smith off the leg of St. Centered in the middle, Henry Doherty. Just unable to score. It comes back towards Fu-Mei. Main now takes a shot off the post, and it's a score. A hat trick on senior night. A hat trick for Henry Doherty, number 16, the senior in white.
And now that's what we've been talking about all night here. Hornets have relentless offensive pressure. Got a couple shots in. I believe Drew Main ends up putting the puck off the post. Henry Doherty hunting the puck like he has been all night. He gets his hat trick on senior night, and I'm sure he'll be happy about that.
Hat trick on senior night, guys. What else can you ask for? And it comes 3 minutes together. More like 2. It was like 2 minutes that he scored 2 goals. And the Hornets with a 4-2 lead, they're going to take some time off the clock as the clock didn't stop. But boy, this is kind of a lot. It's been like 30 seconds. There we go. So they could change the score here. 4-2. 2:41 left here. And the clock's not starting again.
These Mohawk parents are not very happy. I don't think they realize the clock gets adjusted.
Yeah. Veteran scorekeeper, music player, announcer. Henry Doherty's dad isn't. What better than to add a goal for the Hornets from young son as he gets a hat trick.
As you mentioned with the hat trick, that's 3 goals from his own son he gets to put up there. I'm sure he's feeling about as good as Henry is about that.
Our parents. And yeah, 40 seconds left on this very costly penalty towards Rinks in the brush. 2 minutes left in the period. Here comes Lisa Black. Tackling with the puck, and it's cleared out by the Jugglers. Here's Leo Heiser. It's a 2-on-2. He gets it over towards Skutnik, and the rest of the players join him. Marsh makes the save, jumping away towards Cicero. Played in again by Heiser. Marsh another save. Thompson, the walk-up. Walk-up. Black. Black has the puck taken away, and here comes Leo Heiser the other way. And we are finally back to full strength. Whaley. Didn't see any ice. Didn't see any pads fly onto the ice. Drew Main takes the shot, and it's covered up by Quinn Stewart right in front of the chest mask area. Very powerful shot. Drew, and the clock is at 1:06 in the second period.
As you mentioned with the hats there, I think with this netting, it's a little hard to toss them over, and I don't know if anyone wants to clean all that up.
And no one wants to lose their hat.
No, we have a good amount of fans here tonight. Everyone's pumped up.
Energy in the building for senior night. Doherty looking for his 4th. It's deflected. And he lays a hit. Doherty, what a game he's having with a minute left in the second period. He's got 3 goals and a couple of big plays for the Hornets. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he might have gotten rid of the cheap this time. The other goal we had tonight from Lisa Black, as Black skated in the middle, however the pass I believe was from Doherty.
Yes, and I didn't catch the announcement for that goal, but I do believe the pass was from Henry Doherty.
Here's Doherty with the puck again. It's on his side. Center towards Oliver Smith, and just not able to get a stick on it. Wilbur. Drew Main unable to score. Tyler to Drew. Drew in the corner trying to put a fork towards Doherty. It's deflected out. Nice by number 24, Peyton Poseo, as he ends the second period. The Hornets score 3. The Jugglers 1. And it's 4-2 as both teams will head to the locker room for the last time tonight. The Hornets looking to get maybe a bit more of a comfortable lead after we come back in 13
Hornets here, now up 2. They're going to look to keep this pressure going, not let off. They need to score more goals for the goal differential if they end up winning this game and tie Casanova in the standings.
welcome back to the MACC in the third period of action. It's the Hornets 4, the Jugglers 2. Sorry for the technical difficulty. Great. We got to figure it out in a second. Hopefully we get another third. We are 4 to 6, as we said, and Doherty has a hat trick to 2.
And so you'll see here, Henry Doherty has scored 2 goals in the 5-hole, 1 goal off a bad bounce off the post from shot from Drew Main. He's going to look to keep this going in the third and hopefully notch a couple more goals tonight.
To the feet. Move right to left again. A bit watery. You can see some liquid coming out of that as everyone by his markings in front of the goal.
And so you'll notice with that is it's very hard to pass and stick handle when the ice comes out wet. So they're going to have to stay simple with their plays and make sure they don't try to force anything early in this period.
Not great.
And you'll notice with the Zamboni door over near the scoreboard here, that puck's always bouncing off of it weird. And that's going to continue through here, especially now with it being wet.
Our goal so far, I think Black 1, Henry Doherty, Black on the other 3. And Mohawk Valley is Hornets second line coming on Thompson and on that puck. Back to his right.
LaMarche is playing good. First and second goal, he was kind of left out to dry. You know, bad bounce on the defense pinching in the first period led to that breakaway goal. And then over in the second period, you had, second period, you know, players lost the puck battle in front, and those high close shots are very hard for goaltenders to save.
He'll take a shot, deflected off the leg of Wilbur, and is behind the net, and we're going to have a tripping penalty that should be allowed against Stockton. What's that looking like?
It's looking like they're calling a cross check on number 12, Dawson Wilbur here. Should be a 2-minute, and with the way this Hornets penalty kill's been playing tonight, they should be able to get out of this one unscathed.
All of the Mohawk Valley goals have been just after a goal from the Hornets, however.
2 unanswered from Henry Doherty as the Jugglers had one in the box.
5 minutes. Good job by the Hornets offense to capitalize there. The Hornets defense being strong on power play so far. As 10 seconds come off the clock for the penalty.
And we've got a weird stoppage here. I don't know what quite happened, but clock seems to be okay.
Skutnik. Hornets, good job putting that puck out into the neutral zone. And Jugglers just right there to collect the puck at the blue line. Closing in Heiser. Walk up behind Patrick. Piece of Black. Controlled it for a second in the neutral zone. Come back to the Jugglers. passes to the few of the Hornets players and comes over towards MACC Shock, who will fire it in. The Jugglers at 120 remaining on the clock. Seward. Ice starting to be fully iced out now. Some of the water is here. Wow, better play. There's a shot off the mask of Lamar. It'll come to the back.
Hornets are going to get that puck cleared. And you'll notice, however, the Fayetteville defensive zone is starting to dry up due to the lack of play over in Mohawk Valley's zone. The ice is still a little sticky.
Cool to see the marking from the skates as the Hornet player is down. That's Fu-Mei holding his wrist. He's thankfully back on the ice and seems to be okay, but definitely scary when one of the mates goes down as they had multiples, Tyler 1 and Fu-Mei 2 in that watertown game last night. The Hornets emerged victorious in overtime.
Yes, and that was a very good game last night from both Main brothers. Like you said, oh, there's that puck sticking again. Drew Main with a good forecheck. And a big hit on, can't quite see who that is.
It's going to be number 10, Jaden Skutnik. You're back to full strength as Wilbur's penalty comes off. 12:42 left to play. As Tyler Main looking to go the wing to the ice, he closes in, takes a shot. It's saved by Seward and redirected into the corner towards Gardner.
And so you'll notice with Dawson coming out of the box here, FM has 3 defensemen on the ice, so they're going to need to look for one of them to change coming here soon.
Good notice by Pat Nunez. Redirection. A walk from Zulo into the middle, however, no one home. Going to be chipping on the Tyler.
And what you see there is Tyler, just a little too much stick pressure on his forecheck there. Comes out a little unlucky on that one.
Replay from the Jugglers is at the catch. Zulo puts the stick on the puck, and the Hornets will go right back into the box. And then after Wilbur comes out, this time it'll be the captain, number 23, Tyler Main, facing his first penalty.
Now this one's going to hurt FM's penalty kill a little bit, as Tyler Main is #1 defenseman on their penalty kill. It looks like we're going to have Max Shock and Cooper Barrett out there with Colton Walkup and Henry Doherty. We'll see how this one goes.
That would be definitely one of those strong defensive players you want to have on the ice, as you said. Puck comes out into the neutral zone, so the Jugglers will have to go back. Retreating into his own end is Eric Kubal. See what Shock and Barrett can do here. Their first test closing in, and the shot taken by number 10, Jim Skutnik, is covered up by Lamarche. So 2 errors on the scoreboard again. Those last 2 penalties on the away side when they were on the Hornets. So
I think Mr. Doherty's a little rusty. He showed up a little late to the game today as well. If you notice, during the senior ceremony, that was not him announcing. I do not know who it was, but he's getting the job done in there tonight.
It's been 3 games that he's been in the box. The first game where he wasn't in there was against Adirondack. Shot fired left out the post by Doherty. Nearly had his fourth. Puck comes past Black. A minute left in Sauer's penalty. Back shot. Fine. Goes up. And the Jugglers will retreat. Coming in Ben Lysick. This is Whaley. Heiser. Deflected. Here comes Cooper Barrett. He's got Doherty with him. Barrett. Shot. Scores. Cooper Barrett. His first goal of the season, though, keep that puck.
Cooper Barrett.
Doherty.
Go ahead.
Doherty will bring the puck over towards the Hornets bench, as that is Cooper Barrett's first goal of the season. He also has an assist to his name.
Now Cooper Barrett there, he got the block shot on the PK, ends up winning that puck race, and he's able to get his first career goal off a low shot under the glove.
Just gets left to Quinn Stewart and finds the nylon between the red. That's 10:37 left in the third, and it's a 5-2 lead for the Hornets. Piling it on. To get that first goal going in the third period. Jugglers looking to answer. Lamarche makes another save. Again, those 2 goals went unanswered during the penalty. No call there as a couple bodies hit the floor. March make the save and cover up the puck from the shot of Cicero, the other one with a goal for the Jugglers. Exactly 7 minutes left to play in regulation.
You'll notice we still have 2 seconds left on this FM penalty on Tyler Main here. Cooper Barrett with a first career goal on the penalty kill. That's going to be one to remember, folks.
Man down goal for Cooper Barrett. Extends the Hornets lead. Very memorable night for the Hornets on senior night as Henry Doherty gets a hat trick. Cooper Barrett gets his first goal of his career. The Hornets look to get the win as they are up 3 comfortable lead against Mohawk Valley here at the MACC tonight. That was Thompson onto the ice for the Hornets. Main's out of the penalty box. So, +1 on that. Very good job by the Hornets defense. That results in the Hornets offense. As you said, Tyler Mann is a defensive player for the Hornets and the offense carrying over in that penalty. Silver able to get that puck loose in the middle. Over towards Doherty. Doherty has Smith with him. He collides with the Bush. And no call for ice sticking there as the crowd wanted it. Go over towards Tower Main. Tower to the alternate. Doherty. Doherty ducks it at the Jugglers there, finding the puck is Oliver Smith. Still loose in the middle. A big collision behind the net. Falling down, but getting back onto his pass, catch to him. Now has the puck or pass off the board towards Smith. Smith takes the shot. It's deflected, and there's a Juggler out of the ice. Cicero trying to escape through traffic. Unsuccessful. Tower. Treat for the Hornets as Smith takes the shot. Redirected from Maine before he hit that puck through the blue line, and now he's in icing. 29-23, the shot ratio tonight. So far with 8:24 left to play at 24 out of 29 saved by Stewart, and it's 21 out of 33 for Lamarche. He's having a good night from pressure from Mohawk Valley. Valley definitely came to play, but the Hornets just outplaying them as expected. Took a bit to get there, but they heated up.
And I believe, Michael, you mentioned this in the first period. Earlier in the season, Ontario Bay got Mohawk Valley got their first win of the league against Ontario Bay, who beat FM in overtime. And that just goes to show you what kind of progress FM has made these past couple weeks, beating a team that beat them.
The Hornets were on a 3-game losing streak as they hit another dead spot before the Watertown game, where they were able to get that 3-2 win against Watertown IAC. And they're looking to end the season strong here at the MACC. And as you said, Ontario Bay also only has one divisional win. It's against the Hornets.
Yeah, and for the sectional playoffs, that's a rough one for the Hornets. That puts them a big hit on Hannah Smith there. It's a little questionable to me. That puts them in a bad spot for sectionals against Cazenovia with the tiebreaker.
James coming through. Center it. It's the best Gardner. Defense. Aiden Ashburn. Onto the ice. Came on about a minute ago. Becky Gillen comes off.
And you'll see there, Ellis Thompson had a good defensive breakup. Despite, I believe, being -1 today, he has still played very good defensively.
Thompson trying to improve his spot in the Hornets team has been slowly moving up in the rankings for the Hornets players. Started as more of a managerial player a year or two ago and has been proving himself a little bit on defense and makes a couple good plays there and gets the puck away from Lamarche. 6:49 is on the clock and Cicero will fight with Thompson, the other Thompson for the Jugglers. Here's Paul Mondi. That puck goes just off the high part of the glass. Covering is the Hornets.
I believe Ellis Thompson's first season was my junior year when his brother was a senior. His brother Walker Thompson, very good defenseman. I played with him for a couple of years. Always a great kid. Ellis, I believe, the same in him.
Do you remember the Walker Thompson days a bit? Now he's Robbie Finger up in the broadcast booth for those.
Yes, and when we went to the Cortland Homer tournament his senior year, I remember we were tied in overtime. I was a little tired, so I let him take my shift, and he ended up getting the game-winning goal for us to win the tournament. It was a pretty good moment.
Always good. Player that's taking a answer from 3, and then he made the right decision. Here's John Urcioli will face a 1-on-2, dives out. A shot and a save from Lamarche, able to wrap up Kennedy's flying puck. Not a bad effort by Urcioli to lay out on the ice and try to prevent the pass. Forces a shot from Kennedy, and Lamarche able to make the easy save.
Yes, and not many shifts from Urcioli tonight, but he's played well while he was out there.
A lot of cheers for Hannah Smith and Helen Doherty coming onto the ice, the two girls on the FM team. Robert dropped corner. Pressure from Doherty on Skutnik. It'll come over towards Helen Doherty, who was injured earlier in the season, finally back onto the ice tonight. Here's Helen Doherty on the left side. Goal to center it over towards Smith. However, it goes past the ice, width of the ice as Barrett keeps it in the Jugglers' end. Finally comes Rinks in the neutral zone. Past Wilburn. Skutnik. Kaiser lost the puck. It comes over towards Smith. Doherty covering his own end. Travel behind his own goal line.
And this has got to feel good for Henry Doherty tonight. He's got 3 goals. He's playing a shift with his sister on senior night, and his parents are working the penalty box.
Definitely strong support for the Doherty family. It's very sad that they're going to have to leave us as Henry is a senior. Who knows though? They've got Rosalind. Maybe she can step up and play the Hornets hockey just like her sister.
I think she's a couple years away from that, but I don't see that being an issue with our coach Wiz here over at FM.
Helen Doherty is a sophomore. She's got some years left. Henry is definitely a big player. As seeing tonight, what a spectacle to see a hat trick for Henry Doherty. There's 4.5 minutes left in the third period, and the Hornets up 3. Let me close this one out. And we'll see if they maybe bring out Mac Moses, who's 5 on the bench right now. So Wizzo. See if they put Mac Moses in that 3-goal lead with a couple minutes left. He hasn't been bad this season, obviously. Got a couple goals scored on him. Against what was perfect in the Hornet Classic. Got about, I think he was 14 for 14 and faced some tough shots and stood strong in that.
I believe you're correct with the 14 for 14.
12 to 12 before one of the games. Made 7 saves. 17 for 20.
And again, you'll notice Mac Moses obviously not a lot of playing time. We've got Sean LaMarche. He's playing as one of the top goalies in the section this year, getting a lot of minutes. But Mac Moses, always a good locker room guy. I loved playing with him. He's always keeping the vibes up. And I even heard this past couple games he announced the starting lineup for the team in the locker room.
Yeah,
Definitely a very funny player to have in the locker room. Very good teammate. Runner of the FM section Instagram. I work with him a lot on stuff Barstool student section collaboration. Him and Doherty running the Hornets student sections, and a good showing tonight by the Hornets, and also some ESM kids supporting the ESM players that are on the Hornets team, like Sean LaMarche. It's always good to have support around your club.
Yeah, and that definitely feels good for Sean LaMarche tonight. I know when I played, when Michael LeDuc played, Joey Leveroni, some other ESM guys we had, there was never a lot of ESM people there because it's not a FM, or because it's an FM team. We got a Mohawk Valley player down here.
I believe Asa Black may have connected the juggler Philip Hughes down on the ice far side.
We've got the coach coming out here. FM trainers might be getting ready to come out on the ice as well.
They are. Henry Doherty will walk them across the slippery slope. Both teams will retreat to their benches.
So the Hornets were tied with the Jugglers at the start of the first period. Maybe some sloppy play, a lot of turnovers, not a whole bunch of connecting passes. And the answer from Asa. Henry Doherty had the first one, or Asa Black?
I believe Henry Doherty had the first one, and then Asa.
So Henry Doherty's goal was answered right away by Cicero to tie the game. And that was done for the first. That's Quinn Gardner down. Henry Doherty look on as he walks the trainer over, and obviously everybody hopes he's okay. Very dangerous player. Flies fast, sticker wall.
And it looks to be a little bit of maybe a back or hip issue. Not sure. We'll see when the player gets up if he needs help skating off the ice.
You know firsthand how scary injuries can be.
It's never fun going to the boards fast, and thankfully only one time in my career I had to come off the ice for it, but it's definitely normally a coincidence. You know, not a lot of players out there trying to injure you.
Even in our fiercest rivalries like FM Beville and the teams West Jenny has to play, it's never good when the players down on the ice. Everybody hoping for the best as both teams look on and get a standing ovation when he comes off here. Could be maybe as you said, he was struggling rolling over, so it's probably not a head injury, which is definitely a good sign. Never want to see any kind of injury.
It is a good sign. It did look to be favoring that left leg as the trainer turned him over. You see them working on that right now.
It's probably a hip or thigh. It looks like it's his upper leg. He was trying to stretch it out and bend it. Back to our game play. Second period we had Henry Doherty creating a standing
ovation here. And an ovation from the crowd. Clapping it up as
that's number 27 Gardner right into the locker room. So the trainers work on him. Hope that he's all right. It's definitely skating more on right to left. We're resume play here, but everybody hoping that Quinn Gardner will be okay as the last 3.5 minutes are going to be played without him.
Yeah, and that's a big defensive loss for Mohawk Valley. He's been playing a lot of minutes tonight, and you know I can see him coming off the locker room right now. He's struggling to walk. Looks like definitely a left upper leg injury, and you're just going to hope he's going to be okay for their next game.
So plays more defensively this year. stats, however, he has a lot of good teamwork, like passing and defense that doesn't get recognized as private stats. Right center ice with Cicero and Mason Purdy in this game. Section number 4, Danny Williams on the puck drop back. Tyler Main will recover in his own end as we fire things up here again at MACC. Slowly playing a couple sets tonight. Here's Abe Nashville. Here's the captain closing in. St. James loses the pocket. Ball's on his backside as Tyler Main will come into the neutral zone. Pass over towards Abe Ashworth. Ashworth into the middle for Main. Saved by Seward.
You'll see Tyler Main worked his way up the ice very well. He got the puck in the corner, ended up crossing the Royal Road, dishes the puck off to Aiden Ashworth and gets the tip towards the net for a good shot on goal.
And as you notice, the shots on goal are fairly equal, 30 to 28. However, the more important category, 5 to 2 for the Hornets. But the Jugglers got a lot of shots off, maybe not the best selection, but the Hornets defense looks maybe work on their work a bit before come playoffs.
And we'll have an icing there on Mohawk Valley. Not a lot of people seem to like that one, but you know, can't help the way the calls go.
Will be to the left of Clint Seward.
And we'll see another shift here as Henry Doherty plays with his sister and Hannah Smith, the 2 girls on the team.
7, Hannah Smith onto the ice along Barrett over in the back. Doherty's close in. Wait. Douglas connecting a couple passes, coming over is Skutnik. Pass over towards Thompson. 2:20 left in our game. Mac Moses doesn't have the glove on the bench. Marsh will make the save. The Hornets maybe hoping for a couple more points in this game against the 3-15 Jugglers.
We'll see John Urcioli getting another shift here as well. It's good to see FM coach playing guys that don't necessarily get a lot of time tonight.
Urcioli, a freshman. Back there with veteran Tyler Main, although he's a junior. He's been playing for many years, and he knows what he's doing on the ice. He had that game-winning goal yesterday at Watertown. Obviously, his twin Trey was going to get into the circle, a very strong player. John along with the starting shift and walk-up.
Yeah, and Tyler and Drew Main have been very good standout players in the league ever since their 8th grade season when I was playing with them. And every year they just elevate their play and really give themselves a reason to be on the team.
Tyler and Drew both been playing the Adirondack game for a couple weekends ago at the Nation. And that definitely hurt them as they suffered a 4-2 loss. Puck comes in hot towards Marshall, will make the save. 1:21 left in regulation. And the Hornets want to move towards 9-8-2 after this game concludes. Mohawk Valley 3-16 and 1-10 in the division. The Hornets will be 4-5-2 in the division. It's very interesting to see both of those ties come within divisional play.
Yeah, and FM this season, you know, even despite the record, coming into sectionals here with a couple losses, they're playing pretty strong tonight. You know, they've got a big enough lead that they've got players that don't see regular shifts out on the ice. As I believe Cashin Zulo comes in the zone, gets a shot on net there as he's taken down. But all that matters going into these next couple of weeks is how they play in sectionals, and you want to hope to see that they're going to elevate their play even more than they have tonight.
So a late scheduled game that's not on Syracuse.com, but is on Schedule Galaxy and will be played is on Thursday at Fayetteville. Last time they were at Fayetteville, they tied the Bees 3-3 in a comeback. They forced overtime, no goals got scored, and it went as their first tie of the season. 15 seconds left in this one.
Yeah, and Beeville's always been a tough game for FM and a good rivalry. As my freshman year, despite them going to the sectional finals, they only beat us by 1 or 2 goals.
And that will conclude our senior night. Henry Doherty, the star player in tonight's game, with a hat trick in just the first 2 periods. And the Hornets win 5-2. John Lamar's strong in goal. The other goals from Asa Black and Cooper Barrett, and from Mohawk Valley, it was Vincenzo Paglia and Peyton Poseo. What do you see tonight, Gab, from this Hornets team?
Yeah, so like I was just mentioning, obviously the forecheck was strong tonight. They had good offensive zone pressure. A couple breakdowns that led to bad goals, but you're going to get that every now and again. You know, good win here going into their last 2 games, I believe, before sectionals. And they're going to look to keep the momentum rolling. Hopefully have a 3-game win streak going into sectionals here.
Speaking of win streaks, it's 8 in a row games that the Hornets have beat Mohawk Valley. They'll come off the ice victorious and be greeted by the FM section as they walk upstairs to their locker room. And again, they will be facing Baldwinville on Thursday. FM 9-8-2, 4-5-2 in the division. And it's up to the tiebreaker with Casnovia on points. John Lamarche only allowed 2, and the shots were equal. 30 shots on goal from the Hornets, 30 shots on goal from the Jugglers. However, the Hornets get more past Quinn Seward. And the Jugglers got that John Lamarche. The result in a 5-2 win here at the MACC on senior night.
Yeah, and you know, probably not a great feeling for senior goalie Mac Moses not to see the net on senior night, but they got the win overall, and you know, he's a great locker room guy. He's not going to get down about this.
Absolutely. Spirits will definitely be high in the locker room. For Michael Haungs, my partner. Yeah, that note, our producer, Fu-Mei Tung, saying good night from the senior night at the MACC. The Hornets emerge victorious.